hair check, a little bit of energy check, foundation check. Let's get started. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Nisa and I do complexion makeup related uploads every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I would love if you subscribed. I really like to focus on this channel just how to get that flawless complexion through makeup at any budget. So I do incorporate a lot of drugstore options, a lot of affordable options, and then I do like to have some high-end products here as well. Today we are going to talk about the best foundations for dry skin. If you haven't seen any of my other dry skin videos down below, I'll have it linked, the whole playlist down below. He always wants to be around me when I'm filming. But I did a best primers for dry skin, best setting sprays for dry skin, because dry skin, it can be challenging sometimes. I will be going over 6 different foundations in groups. So I want to focus on the best foundations for that dewy finish, the best foundations for a natural finish, and then best foundations for a matte finish. And this is all for dry skin. Let's start off with the dewy foundation. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup Foundation. This is $12.99. Comes in 1 fluid ounce size. There are 15 different shade options on Ulta. This foundation is beautiful. If you are looking for something that's incredibly hydrating, incredibly dewy, apparently there's 40% of pure water in this and it's filled with antioxidants. In my experience, this foundation is best applied with a beauty blender. That is how you're going to get the most flawless coverage, especially with any of these luminous dewy foundations. Beauty blender is the way to go. This is actually the 3rd bottle of the L'Oreal Lumi that I've purchased over the years. I've always been so impressed with it, and if I ever need one of those amazing skin days, I do reach for this. To me, this is one of those foundations, after you applied it, it looks high-end, it looks seamless, and I do feel like it just continuously looks nice and hydrated throughout the day. What's nice about this, it does have some sunscreen in it, so it has SPF 20. You know, that should be enough for a couple hours, but I do like to layer some of my stronger SPF underneath it. Now, if you really like to splurge on your foundation, I would highly recommend the Josie Maran Vibrancy Argan Oil Foundation. This is a little bit more up there in price. It's $45. Comes in 1 ounce, but the packaging is just as convenient and beautiful. I love the rose gold and the pump. This is actually completely empty. I just use it for reference because I enjoyed it that much. This is an incredibly liquidy product though. I mean, it is so liquidy, way more liquidy than this Lumi foundation. I highly recommend going in with a sponge and then a light hand. Work in sections. But it sets down absolutely beautifully. You will have to use a lightweight setting powder with this as well. She has infused her argan oil in this. Kind of weird dry patches going on, or if you like to hydrate your skin with oil, I'd highly recommend trying out her oils because it's cold pressed, which means you're going to be experiencing more of those benefits that oil has to offer. I was really surprised about is my little sister has incredibly sensitive skin. She can really only use certain products, and she came to visit me one time and she used this and she was completely sold. She bought one for herself. It worked with her sensitive skin and she loved how hydrating it was and how beautiful it was. So if you're looking to splurge, definitely consider this one. Next section we're going to is natural finish foundations that work best for dry skin. I have a drugstore and a high-end. Let's go with the drugstore first. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear up to 24-hour foundation. The price of this is $14.99 if you're looking at Ulta. 40 different shade options. I love when there are just, you know, tons of different shade options, because let's be realistic, so many of us have so many different undertones, different skin tones. It's really important that these makeup companies are inclusive to all skin tones. This does have SPF in it. It has SPF 25. I don't know what it is, but if you're looking to either go for a dewy day or if you just want something that looks more satiny natural skin, I would highly recommend this. When you apply it, for me personally, I love applying this with a beauty blender. I feel like that's how you get the most seamless finish. What's nice about this, it's medium to full coverage. So if you just want a lighter makeup day, just go in with 1 layer, but if you're looking for a really full coverage look, you can go in with another. I have noticed with this foundation is very long lasting. So if you have a really long summer day ahead of you, this might be a really great option because it's transfer resistant, it's water resistant, and it's a long wearing. The packaging does have a pump. The pump isn't as glamorous, but for a fraction of the cost, no problem. The shade I am in with this, and I'll have all the shades down below because I know I forgot to mention it, is $4.60. This shade is definitely too light for me now. Thank goodness I used it up during the winter months. This I've highly considered buying again just because it's a great one to travel with. It's a great on the go every day for a beautiful natural finish. Another foundation that has a natural finish that's more of a splurge is the Pure, whoa, I almost dropped it, is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation. I was taken aback by this. I was not expecting to like this at all when I got it. I was like, okay, it was on sale. I think it was like $23 at the time. It sells for $36 normally. And I just on a whim decided to get it. And my shade in this one is TN1, which I have a medium to tan skin tone with neutral undertones. I would have to go darker now for the summer months, but I matched myself perfectly, which never happened. Pure Cosmetics has this amazing tool that you can put in your closest shade ranges with the foundation, any brand that you're using, and it really helps you to find what you're looking for. 40 different shades, so many different undertones. This foundation is so similar to the L'Oreal Infallible because the finish of this is a natural finish. You can either go matte or you can go dewy depending on the setting spray you use. You can also use this one of two ways. So you can either use it with a doe foot applicator as a concealer, or heck, you can use it as a foundation with that, or you can just use it as a foundation. I personally have just been using this as a foundation because I do like to go a little bit lighter with my concealer, which I guess I could use this as a concealer now because this is a little too light for me right now. With dry skin, I used to stay away from matte foundations, but I just absolutely love the look a matte foundation can give. And so that's why we're going to two matte foundations that are great for dry skin, thin, lightweight, and just really would be an amazing addition to your makeup collection. The first one is one that I'm wearing today, and it's the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover foundation. This has 50 SPF, which I'm obsessed with for the summer. I'm actually completely almost used up of this foundation. My shade is 228 Soft Tan. And if you're looking for a full application process, there are two videos I did of this. I did a full review on this on my channel. I'll have it linked down below. And I also recently did my summer foundation routine. It's what I'm wearing today. I think one of the first things that you'll notice is it's a medium to full coverage foundation. I really enjoy applying this with a brush. You can make such quick work. You don't need to go over with multiple layers, and it just leaves the thinnest, finely milled, beautiful coverage. I mean, I've always been so impressed with this foundation. Not only that, the price is amazing. So it's $12.99 for 1 fluid ounce. There are only 16 different shades though, which, you know, is kind of disappointing, but hopefully you'll be able to find a shade that matches you. I do enjoy the applicator of this. It's just really easy to squirt out onto a brush. If you do like to use a sponge though, I've used this with a sponge as well, and I like it just as well. Now, the way I like to use matte foundations, it has a natural finish. I think it dries down a little bit more matte, is I like to go in with a nice dewy setting spray. So I'll use a luminous powder, like with my Hourglass powders, and then I'll go in with either a long-lasting setting spray, but I always finish with something that's hydrating, like this ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid or a Watermelon Glow. Something, I mean, there's so many different price ranges and options that I am absolutely going to pick up again. It's one that I feel like I really do need to just have in my collection on those days and I want something foolproof and long lasting. Now, if you want to splurge on a matte foundation, this is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation. This is $39, but wait for it, they have 50 different shades, 7 different undertones. Holy cow, I love that. I really like this packaging because it's plastic. The bottle, I love the shape of this. This is great to travel with because plastic, you know, it's just less likely to break. My shade is 50NN. To me, is a medium to full coverage foundation as well. This is really easy to apply with a brush as well. In fact, I honestly think I have a hard time deciphering between two of these products, like the formula. To me, they feel so similar. The only thing is this one, I do feel like you do have to use quite a bit more product to get the same result. That's my only qualm about it, is it just takes more product. Almost completely used it up. And like I said, it's just one of those fast, easy, beautiful finish formulas. For me, it doesn't settle into fine lines very much. This is very long lasting. So if you have a long day ahead of you, it's one that I gravitate toward. Other than that, there's not a lot to say about it, just because everything I said about this Maybelline foundation fits exactly with this Urban Decay foundation. I would purchase this again. I probably don't need both, so I'll probably grab this, but I will be so sad when I've completely used this product up. All right, and those are the foundations I recommend for dry skin. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below. I really enjoy interacting with all of you, and I feel like these videos are some of my favorites. So thank you so much for watching. Don't Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, you know I do to make it through the times we had. I see it now, I see it now.